meleng re tse hore ke file pelo ya mma o le
I would say Back of the Moon is it's a crossover of period piece, love story. Good to see you. That gangster. What up, gangster? Are you good, brother?
If you are wanting to watch a gangster film that will scare you a little, and if you want to be moved by a love story that will hopefully make you cry a little, then go to this movie.
Which you say soft heart, hardcore,
So you're gonna
emotional.
you've got to want both things. But it delivers both things.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. So I'm gonna move to Richard. Richard Bromex, Batman. Your voice is so husky. I love it.
Right now,
Is it like that every day?
Well, I don't know. I've never really noticed how husky my voice is. It's probably the first time somebody tells me that it's husky. Yeah.
It's.
Were you drinking last night?
No,
It's not usually like this. So
why you starting?
even your hair,
You just got here.
everything about you.
We should ask him when you drink while you late. Were you drinking
Yeah,
last
were you
night?
drinking last
I was
night?
promoting the film.
Were you giving out pamphlets?
I was throwing it out there. I was making people watch
Thank
the
you for
video
that.
on my cell phone.
You were seeing people confused at Stekiniko and you say,
On the
if you
streets.
want, on
They
the
were
streets,
just
yes.
confused.
D'une femme inconnue. Je l'aime. Elle m'aime aussi. Maxwell, ek check jou moet hy swing gat soet van jou. Jy vat dit jy's direi hierso. Jy moes 'n dokter gewees het of 'n lawyer. Maar kyk nou. Ah, skam vir jou son.
Dis reg.
So Richard, with you, I just want to know, how are you able to balance the multiple facets of Bromex? I mean, firstly, he is a gang leader, and he is an avid reader, a mentor, and a man in love. Like, how do you balance all those different characters within one person?
I think that in life we are all like that. We are all different people at different times, you know. So that wasn't a difficult thing, and I had a great director who was literally guiding me through everything. You know, it was a very short shoot, and there was a lot of pressure on all of us, you know. So we had to be on the ball the whole time, and it was a family, so we were all together. So I didn't.
And that's like fun.
Do this alone, you know. There were great cast members that really helped. We helped each other out in everything that we had to do. So I think that I brought the real life to real life.
Yeah, and to see you being hard, and then like when Eve sings, I can see the fragile, like you being so fragile in your eyes, in your whole being. Like, it was such a crazy thing to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Alrighty, so what's the character Bromex? Would you say he's a hero or nemesis on the movie?
I think he's both. I don't think in life you're one thing. I think that you're many things, and it just comes out at different times.
But what is he in the movie? Like both. So if you had to choose one, just one, hero or nemesis?
A nemesis that is a hero.
Okay, so with that said, do you know, by the way, on the director's note, or at something like, just to give me a snippet of who you guys are, I don't know if you wrote this.
Yeah.
Your introduction starts with tall, handsome.
No, I didn't know that.
Who wrote it? Did you?
Catherine. Oh, Catherine. No, I
It
didn't
starts
know.
with tall, dark, handsome Congolese South African actor. So in my mind, I pictured Batman.
Yeah.
You know, Batman for the hood.
Yeah.
So let's say Gotham City now was Sophiatown,
Yes,
and
yes.
you were Batman, right?
That's right.
What would you say are the similarities of Batman
Yeah.
fighting for his city? Because Batman or Bramex did fight for, he didn't want to move. He said he will fight apparently to his death and not move from his home.
Yeah.
What would you say about the people in Sophiatown? What would you say are the reasons that he decided to fight?
I think one of the most important things, I think, if you watch the movie, one thing that really echoed is that what's his name, bro? I forgot. The owner of Back of the Moon, where we were, says you could have been. Bro Owen says you could have been something.
Doctor.
You could have been a doctor.
Yeah.
You could have been something. You made your mother, so you
broke her heart.
You broke her heart.
Yeah.
And I think and that's like a struggle that Batman has been going through, and he wanted to take that final stand and finally make his mom proud. That's why he stayed in Sophiatown. Like nobody's going to take my father's house from me.
And the people
This
as
is
well.
mine. Yeah.
The people around Sophiatown, you know.
Yeah.
Questions about the piano. Can you really play it?
Of course I can. That's
For
why-
real, it wasn't
No,
improvised.
I'm
I
lying.
thought as much.
We did a movie together
You
where
can't play the piano. You were playing the piano in that scene.
Well, he moved
I
his fingers.
was literally playing what I was remembering
From
Nike specials.
oh yeah, no, actually we had lessons in Lucky Specials. They gave us lessons to look as close as possible
that you know how to play.
So to move the fingers right.
Yeah.
To move the fingers right, you know, and where to press and what the harmony would look like if you were playing it.
Okay.
So it was, again, now I have to be funny and not be funny.
And play the piano.
While there's a fight.
Fight it.
And
No.
be convincing.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So it was challenging, but yeah, it was dope.
Alrighty. And you didn't have, like you said, you learned the piano with like somewhere else.
Yeah.
You didn't have to learn anything new for this movie.
I think you have to learn something new for every film that you're doing.
For reals?
Yeah, whatever it is, it's like the person you played last, no matter how dope that character was, no matter how you killed it, that was that character. So for this one, you have to find a new magic.
Yeah.
You have to find a new thing that people are gonna say, okay, you're still a good
believe
actor.
him,
We
yeah.
believe you, yeah.
Okay, cool. And then, so we know Ned wasn't a fighter. So you as Thomas Gumete, are you a lover or a fighter? Be honest.
I think Ned was a fighter who didn't look like Batman.
Correct.
So he was the short guy with the big jacket, with the white, with the scarf, with the, playing the piano. But deep down is a fighter.
Correct.
But that's what
And
I
then
said.
he's the
Correct.
opposite. He's the big guy with the gun, with the big dick. But,
Oh wow.
but on the inside, actually,
But that's
he's
the other
just
thing
a
I'm
lover.
saying.
You know
But
what I'm
that's the other
saying?
thing I'm
It's
saying.
the opposite
That
characters.
you can't. People aren't one thing. That's the thing. What I'm saying.
Yeah.
When it counted the most, you fought.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Right.
But even it's just fighting in different ways. Like you would interject yourself
I
when
didn't
you
just
saw
fight, I
when you saw
kicked his
Eve.
ass.
Yeah. No, I mean when you saw Eve.
Your guy
Yeah,
outside.
no, it wasn't my guy.
Consecutive.
It wasn't my guy. Eve, when Eve was being abused by that guy,
Oh, the boyfriend.
opened the door, so
Yeah.
that's just his way of fighting,
Correct.
And then
To be like,
he
I see you.
Yeah, I see you. I'm gonna come in, try and stop the situation. So every opportunity that he got, he had to step up. If you watch the movie, he really had to step up. He was
Correct.
in a dangerous
No, I
situation.
get it now.
To play the piano, that's stepping up. To walk in while Eve is being abused, that's stepping up. To
Correct.
take on the responsibility of taking kid to that guy, and leaving with Eve, that is a step up, and always going back. That I think he was more of a fighter in the whole story than
Correct.
any of us. It's just the journey of
It's just
of
what
the
I look
character.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, but minus the dick comment. Big
you.
tall with a gun. How would you know, by the way?
Watch the movie.
Okay,
cut
cool.
it out.
So,
Oh, they had to.
Yeah.
was there like a nude situation?
Yeah.
Were you comfortable?
Yeah, man.
What did it cut? Was it too long for the
Congo bongo.
Who decided to cut it out? Was it Angus?
I don't know who
it
decided.
So you saw it.
No, he wasn't in that scene. He wasn't in the scene. It was the
Yeah,
scene.
I've got a special contract that says I'm not in scenes with other
where dicks are
people's
shown.
dicks.
Was it in front of Monewa?
No, she wasn't also there. It was the first scene where I'm bathing.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Good thing they
my
cut it
dick
out.
swung into the camera. It hit the camera was there, and then it just. And then they were like, "Come on, Richard, what's going on?
You're gonna have to cut the scene,
You know." So.
Is this in the interview, by the way?
Yo, my mom will be so angry. Please don't.
Look, I would say Back of the Moon is it's a crossover of period piece, love story, and gangster film with great actors.
Correct.
So you're gonna walk in there and you're not gonna know what's happening at the beginning, and by the end of the film you'd have chosen sides, you'd have picked your
Correct.
favorite character, you'll go through a whole journey. Like Angus is very good at that. Like a lot of movies, you watch them and you like it 70% of the way because you can follow the story, but the ending leaves you like
Wondering.
what happened, or who do I, here it's very clear. Who wins,
Correct.
who loses, who sacrifices,
Yeah.
and who you should be rooting for, depending on which side of the hero or the nemesis you fought. So it's a movie that will leave you fulfilled.
Yeah.
I would literally say, yo girl, watch this movie because I'm in it and I'm killing it, and so is everybody else.
Isn't that conceited? And I'm going to the movies with you. So we're gonna me and you are gonna watch
It's
you.
never conceited. Lionel Messi always brings his wife to the stadium.
You know what I'm saying? And she knows his skills
You know what I'm
better
saying?
than anybody.
Come on.
Okay, so I'm like, okay, Thomas, I'll let you know later if I'm available. And you text me and you're like, Patricia, do you wanna go out? And I'm like, where are we going? And I sent in City, let's just go watch a movie. And I'm like, what are we watching? You suggest Back of the Moon. I'm like, babe, why?
Everything that Thomas said, and
You don't know I'm talking to Thomas though.
No,
You don't know I'm talking to Thomas.
if you want to watch a great movie that expresses the times, I think the responsibility of a great artist is to express the times. And it's a movie that happens in 1960, but we can 1956, and we can still find great parallels of current South Africa.
Correct.
You know, so if you want the truth,
Oh,
come
nice.
watch Back of the Moon.
That was deep.
I guess not a criminal. Itumenze gore. Final. Ile ka kopana le.